Hello everyone, it's me, Nemo. I'm back for our first log in actually attempting. I did some research. Here's the board. As you see, I've surrounded it by salt. I've also created a circle on the floor made of salt. For my protection. I also did some research and of how to best assure everything goes as planned. Just making sure the salt's not broken here. I've watched enough Supernatural to at least have somewhat of an idea of what I'm doing. All right. So log number 1, I have 2 recording devices set up. Both are plugged into charger, so neither should go out. Currently in a barn with very high-powered lights, so those should not go out either. Got a Bible present. I said a prayer before I begin. So, I read some instructions on how to do it alone. And so far, they just said that, you got to be firm. Might take a little bit longer than usual. It is 5:38 Standard Eastern Time, whatever it is. So, I'm going to give it about maybe 10 minutes. If nothing happens, I'm going to close the session, and we'll start again tomorrow. Do that. All the energy's out. Okay. Is there anybody there? Is there anybody there? Is there anybody there? Is there anyone there? So far, it's been roughly 2 minutes and 30 seconds. No contact. Is there anybody here? I am barely touching the pochette. So far, no answer. Is there anybody here? Okay. Is there anybody here? Is there any spirit that is willing to communicate with me? Is there anyone here? Video lapse time is now at 5 minutes. Okay. I'll give it till about the video hits, say, 11 before I close the session. Is there anybody here? Is there any spirit that is generous enough to speak with me? So far, no contact has been made. We are now at 5 minutes and 37 seconds. Is there anybody here? Is there anybody here? Is there anybody here? Okay. Is there anybody here? Is there anybody here? Okay, this might be because the internal temperature in here is cold, but I move my finger slightly up on the pochette, and it is slightly colder. But it is raining outside, and it was a total of 49 degrees out, so that is probably a reason why. We are now at the 7-minute mark. Is there anybody here that's willing to communicate with me? Is there anybody here? Is there anybody here? Is there anybody here? Is there a spirit that is willing to communicate with me? Is there anybody here? Is there anybody here? Is there a spirit who is willing to talk with me? Is anybody there? Is there any spirit that is willing to talk with me? Is anybody there? Time is 5:45. 8 minutes and 50 seconds have now elapsed since the beginning of the session. No contact. Both devices are both plugged in and charging. Neither have gone out. Is there any spirit that would like to communicate with me? Is there any spirit that wishes to communicate with me? Is there any spirit that wishes to communicate? Any spirit at all? Okay. We are now at the 10-minute mark. Once it hits 11 minutes, I am going to move the pochette to goodbye and close the session. Is anybody here? Is anybody here? Does anyone wish to communicate with me? Is anybody here? Is anybody here? I am closing the session and saying goodbye to any spirit. You are not free to remain here. Goodbye. Okay. So, I've closed the session. No contact upon first attempt. I don't know what this means. I will try again tomorrow. I will let you guys know if I have any strange dreams or anything like that. I highly doubt it. Doesn't look like the spirits want to communicate tonight. I don't know if it's because of me using salt. Because not only did I salt around the board, I also did a circle on the floor, so that way I would be protected as well. I'm now outside both those circles, but still nothing out of the ordinary. So I'm going to pack the board up, put it back in the spot, which is right over there, and I will keep you guys updated. Thank you for watching.